On the news tonight, Tinubu appoints Ansepa MD Okoye MD CEO Southeast Development Commission. Anambra State government set to reposition entertainment industry. FG puts aside 700 billion naira for distribution of 3 meters. And on the foreign scene presidential election, Ghanaians go to poll. From the desk of Anambra Broadcasting Service, this is a news bulletin for 7:30 p.m. I am Ogenere Mogogome. Good evening. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu has nominated the Managing Director of Anambra State Investment Promotion and Protection Agency, ANSEPA, Mr. Mark Okoye, as a pioneer Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Southeast Development Commission, SEDC. Okoye's name is contained in a new list of nominees forwarded by the President to the National Assembly for screening and confirmation. Mark Okoye served as a Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning under the immediate past administration in Anambra State. After serving as a senior special assistant to the governor in that same role, earning his place as one of the youngest political appointees in Anambra's history, the new Southeast Development Commission aims to promote dynamic infrastructural development and sustainable economic growth in the Southeast region and address the appalling legacies of the Nigerian Civil War, while tackling emerging challenges and laying the roadmap for a more secure and prosperous future for the Southeast. In an adjusted list sent to the Senate by the President, equally appointed Honorable Emeka Atuma as chairman of the commission, among other Nigerians. Anambra State Commissioner for Information, Dr. Lomi Ford, expressed Governor Chukwuma Soludo's commitment towards ensuring that Anambra regains its grip in the entertainment industry, particularly filmmaking, and making both an integral part of making Anambra a tourism destination rather than a departure lounge. Speaking at the ongoing film training session in Annawood Film Village, Oka, when he visited the participants along with the Commissioner for Youth Development, Mr. Patrick Ayamba, and the Commissioner for Culture, Entertainment and Tourism, Comrade Don Onyenji, Dr. Mayfor will maintain that entertainment and filmmaking are integral parts of Soludo's agenda, observed that the participants are on a mission with both cultural and historical significance as Anambra is losing its grip in the nation's film industry, which started in the state. In his remarks, the Commissioner for Youth Development, Mr. Patrick Ayamba, noted that Governor Soludo is very intentional about the youth agenda and commended the Culture Commissioner for the idea and commitment towards the agenda. Earlier, the Commissioner for Culture and Entertainment, Comrade Onyenji, disclosed that the big idea was to make the students the foundational blocks of the next generation that would take Anambra and the Nigerian film industry to the global world. Anambra State's Multi-Stakeholders Action Committee on Prevention of Gender-Based Violence, MAPGBV, and the State Ministry of Women and Social Welfare have held a street rally as part of activities to mark the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence in the state. The street rally, which also received the support of Action Aid, took off from Aroma Junction through Nkwame Market to Ekoka Market and then terminated at Unity Junction, all in Oka. Chibuzo BDK filed the report.
The participants who joined from different ministries and agencies shared flyers during the campaign and sensitization to the public on the consequences of all forms of gender-based violence and the need to speak up to receive justice. Educating the people, the Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Mrs. Ifi Obinabo, maintained that all forms of gender-based violence, such as wife battery, child abuse, rape, depriving widows of their rights, amongst others, remain criminal offenses that are punishable by imprisonment, and cautioned against engaging in such acts.
Stop intimidating women!
Contributing, the State Coordinator, National Human Rights Commission, NHRC, Mr. Obinna Maduforo, and the Chairman of the Muslim arm of MAP GBV, Imam Sharif Olarewaju, said that the 16 days of activism began on 25th November and ends on 10th December on the commemoration of Human Rights Day.
We want to let the women folk, to let them know this without violations of your rights.
Reacting to the rally, the resident of Oka, Mrs. Susanna Adibe, applauded the move and cited examples of intimidations of women in their villages as worsening social issues that need to be attended to, asking for the sensitization to be taken to the rural areas.
Members of Ide village in the 50 quarters of Alo, Idemili South Council area have sent a Save Us message to Anambra State government over the expanding gully erosion in the village and illegal felling of trees by hoodlums along the erosion site, posing danger to residents. When ABS News crew visited the area, they observed that the erosion channel built in 1983 had collapsed, while a large percentage of the economic trees planted by the villagers along the erosion site to control it from expansion has been felled by hoodlums. Chibuzo Obidike has the details.
Speaking to the ABS, the chairman, Idakanano Village, Alo, Mr. Johnson Chupode, named one Idenna Okafor as the leader of the hoodlums felling the economic trees and called on the Anambra State Ministry of Environment to intervene and prosecute those engaging in what he described as an ecological crime while coming to their aid to save them from the erosion.
See now, you look at this and you notice that this, and from the other point, you notice that this due that the flood may increase. And will be your call to state government. What is the essence of this media tour, some of these erosion sites?
Contributing, the legal counsel, Umuride Village Assembly, Barrister Kennedy Uche, explained that felling trees in the erosion-prone area equates to an ecological crime and expressed hope that the law will take its due course on the suspects.
The law will take its course. They decided to charge the matter to court, and in due time, the culprits will face the wrath of law.
Denying the accusation, Mr. Okafor, who said he is the chairman of Umuoburu Kindred, described the accusation as cheap blackmail and conspiracy, and revealed that the village vice chairman contacted him to clear up all fallen trees, blocking the free flow of flood, which consequently leads to destruction of farmlands by the erosion.
And don't see Dalada. Oh, let Takalo Suzuriaka, this my brother for another one on Mili Bobakwago Pologwe. What's a high body had remove poem? I came with see about the two bushy.
From Alo, Chibuzo Bidiki, ABS News.
And still to come on the news, FG puts aside 700 billion naira for distribution of free meters. And on the foreign scene, presidential election, Ghanaians go to poll. The news returns shortly after this time out. Stay with us.
Yam fries or jollof rice, salad, pasta or plata, they make it taste so nice. Now you all get the bomber, you all get the taste. Now I can tell you any day that everything tastes better. Lady Bama, Mamalicious,
Maliciously.
Welcome back to the news on ABS Television. In its quest to make electricity accessible, the federal government has set aside 700 billion naira to implement the distribution of free electricity meters under the Presidential Metering Initiative. The amount being deducted from the monthly federation revenue before allocation to the 3 tiers of government is designed to resolve the metering gap, which currently stands at 50%. Recall that 120 billion naira is deducted from April revenue as the first tranche of the PMI, and presently a total of 420 billion naira has been deducted from the federation account for this initiative. In May this year, the Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, said the government would provide an initial 75 billion naira as seed capital, while the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority pledged to inject a minimum of 250 billion naira annually for the initiative's duration. And on the foreign scene, the presidential election in Ghana saw the citizens commenced voting on Saturday, with front-runners, Vice President and former central banker Mahamadou Bawumia and opposition ex-president John Mahama facing face-off in a closely fought race. Voters will choose a successor to President Nana Akufo-Addo, who steps down after his legally allowed 2 terms, and will also elect the country's new parliament. Femi, who returned 21 million naira worth voting, opened at 7 o'clock GMT and will close at 5 o'clock GMT on Saturday, with early results suspected on Sunday and full results for the presidential election expected by Tuesday. An Interior Ministry statement said Ghana's government temporarily closed all land borders on Friday night through Sunday to ensure the integrity. And in sports, report says former 2-time heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has been shortlisted for the Boxer of the Year award at the inaugural British Boxing Awards set for March 28, 2025. According to the report, Joshua, who started 2024 with a thunderous victory over Francis Ngannou before suffering a shocking defeat to Daniel Dubois in September, joins fellow British heavyweight Tyson Fury on the prestigious shortlist. The star-studded nominees include Josh Kelly, Lawrence Okolie, Joshua Boatisi, Chris Billiam-Smith, Dennis McCann, Fabio Wadley, Nick Ball, and Dubois. The award ceremony, sponsored by Applied Nutrition, will recognize excellence across multiple categories, including Business of the Year, Boxing Journalist and Pundit of the Year, Out of the Ring Award, and Coach and Trainer of the Year. And to end the news, remember that you can follow ABS and, of course, programs from many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page, by following us on Anambra Broadcasting Service, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television, and on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website by logging on to www.absradiotv.com. And to end the news, here are the main points. Tinubu has appointed Ansipa MD Okoye as MDCO Southeast Development Commission. Anambra State Government is set to reposition entertainment industry. And the federal government has put aside 700 billion naira for distribution of free meters. And on the foreign scene, presidential elections, Ghanaians have gone to poll. And that's the end of the news on ABS Television. I am Ogene Rumel Gogome. Thanks for watching.